You thought Christmas was about Christ. That's why it's drenched in pagan fertility rituals, sun god worship, and child sacrifice. This isn't a celebration, it's a masquerade. And the merry part about it, it was bought with blood. Do not worship Yahweh, your God, in their way. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 31. Let's strip the lights off and tell the truth. December 25th is not Yeshua's birthday. There's zero biblical support for it. But do you know whose birthday it actually is? Tammuz, Babylon's sun god of goddess Ishtar. Marthas, Persian sun god, born from Iraq on December 25th. Sol Invictus, Roman sun deity, celebrated on winter solstice. Saturn, honoring Saturnalia, a 7-day Roman orgy of madness. Sound holy yet? Not to me. Sounds like a bunch of sin. See, Rome took all of it. The Yule logs, the evergreen trees, the exchanging of gifts, the drunken feast, the child sacrifices hidden in tradition, and they baptized it into something they could sell to the masses. See, when Constantine married the church and the empire, he needed something to unite the pagan citizens and the Christians all under one calendar. So what did he do? He merged the Queen of Heaven with the birth of the King of Kings. And we got Christmas. If Saturn can't stop you from worshiping Yeshua, he'll make you do it on his terms. His calendar, his customs, his counterfeit versions. Let's take a look at the Christmas tree. Jeremiah 10 warns against it. They cut down trees from the forest, decorate them with silver and gold, but they cannot speak. They must be carried. Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. Sound familiar? And yet the church brings it right into the sanctuary, stands it next to the pulpit, sings songs to the king who never authorized this holiday to begin with. The gift giving. It wasn't about the wise men. It was about bribing Saturn during the pagan festivals and exchanging favors to appease the gods. The bells used to ward off evil spirits. The candles, offerings to the dead. Santa Claus, a modern day reinvention of Nimrod, Saturn, and Odin, a fake, all-seeking, all-knowing spirit who rewards and punishes from above. Sound like someone's been trying to replace Yahweh. But let's be honest, most of us don't want to know the truth because tradition feels too good. They say, we'll do it for Jesus. But Yahweh already told us not to worship him in the ways the nations do. You must not worship Yahweh, your God, in their way. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 31. You don't get to slap Christ's name on a pagan party and call it holy. And here's the reality that no one wants to admit. We were never commanded, not once, to worship the birth of Yeshua. Not in the Gospels, not in the book of Acts, not in the letters to the churches. There's no celebration of nativity in Scripture anywhere. Not one single verse instructs us to make his birth a holiday. He never told us to celebrate his birthday. He told us to take up our cross. Do this in remembrance of me. Luke chapter 22, verse 19, referring to his death, not his birth. And yet the world still shouts, keep Christ in Christmas. But here's the bombshell. You can't keep Christ in something he was never in to begin with. Christmas didn't start in Bethlehem. It started in Babylon. It wasn't born in a manger. It was born on an altar to Saturn, Sol Invictus, Tammuz, and Ishtar. So if Yeshua was never in it, why are we trying so hard to keep him in it? You don't honor the king by keeping his name on a festival made for false gods. If the roots are pagan, the fruit will always be poisoned. You can't put a nativity on top of an altar of Saturn. You can't pretend Yahweh is okay with it. He's not impressed with your intentions. He's looking at your obedience. If Yeshua walked into most churches during Christmas season, he wouldn't sing along. He flipped the tree, overturned the manger scenes, and shut the whole thing down. Because it's not his birthday. And it's not him who's being worshipped. It's Babylon, repackaged, rebranded, and still under the Queen of Heaven.